Alright? Once again, we want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahweh, Ba'ashem Akakodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and surely rule well. And salutation to the brothers through the four corners of the earth that has been pushing this work out there in sincerity and in truth. Right? These two brothers from the training camp come to give a little edification. You know, the lesson that we have today is that the Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh is in control. You know, because a lot of people think that they have a choice in the matter, or they have some form of free will, so to speak, but the Most High, He is the one in control. Right?
In the book of Psalms 103 and verse 19, it says, Yahawah had prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all.
Yeah, his kingdom ruleth over all. You know, both small and great. Right? He's the one that calls the shots. He's the one that pushes the knobs. He makes all the chess moves. You know? He's in utter control. The
Psalms 111
115.
115. Psalms 115 and Psalm 115 and verse 3. It says, but our power is in the heavens. He had done whatsoever he had pleased.
Yeah, the Most High doing what he please. It's not you doing what you please. That is liberty. Liberty is to do what you please. You know, people can't say they're independent or they have the liberal and all this crap. It's only the Most High can actually say these things. He do as he please. You know? It have a law that's saying that a man can do what he please with what is his own.
That's it, eh?
Right?
Yeah, like the Lord could do what he pleased with his own.
Can.
Anyway.
The Matthew.
Alright, can. The book of Matthew 25.
No. Yes, Matthew.
Matthew chapter 10. Matthew 10 and 29. It says, are not two sparrows sold for farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father.
Yeah, so it can't sprout, can't fall in the ground without the order of the Most High. The scripture says that my leaf could fall from a tree without the Most High ordaining it. He is in control. Right?
The scripture says the Lord know the number are here on your head.
Can.
You understand? He know everything. You know what I mean?
Why is the scripture said, why is earth and ashes proud?
Eh?
The Most High is in control.
Yeah, you know, anything other than the Most High. Hey, I'll bring down the Isaiah 47.
Good.
So, alright. One second.
47 or 45?
45 and 10.
45 and 7.
45 and 7. I'll read that, but I know what I was looking for. It says, Isaiah 45 and 7 says, for I, from the light I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yeah, the Most High doing this thing. He's the one that is in control. The scripture saying in Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1, so just like how the river run, he actually said the king had to go according to his own will. Right? We here basically the Most High is the puppet master. The scripture saying in where's that, Job, I think it's Job 32 and 15. In the dream and the night,
yeah,
man, While man in deep sleep, it's in wait is for man you had to go basically do for the next day.
Job chapter 32.
It's control.
Right, Job
32 and 15, I think it is.
34.
32.
Job 32 and 15. It says no, Job 32.
15 and 32 then. What is it?
No. 34.
33 and 15 or? 33 and 15 is a lot.
Job 33 and 15. It says, in a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumbering upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealed the instruction.
So like, yeah, the most I see the instruction when you're in a slumber. So when you get up the next morning, you go and mash a cockroach. That is actually, that was ordained.
Yeah, like a good example, Nicholas Tesla. He created the wireless network from a dream. He dreamed about certain things and he actually gave up and put that into reality, but that wasn't of his will. That's not the most Yahawah will.
If a man, the scripture says if a man get anything is given to him from the Most High. You know? The Most High is the one who ordained everything. And he got controls over man and beast. You know, they look at the instance where the children, the two she-bears, was two she-bears, 8 of the children, with Elijah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the Most High control over beasts as well. Jonah is a good example. You know, that big fish. When the two tossed Jonah off of the ship, that fish took Jonah and carried him exactly where the Most High wanted him to be.
Please, yeah.
Go ahead.
Ephesians 2 and 8, it says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourself, it is the gift of power.
Yeah, that is a gift of power, the Most High. Yahawah, Yahawah. You know? When he was the first, he was the only thing in the universe. The only power, the only intelligence, it was him. He made his son and gave his son the blueprint to actually go and create everything else. You know? I mean Ephesians there?
Nah.
Ephesians 1 and 11.
Ephesians 1 and 11, it says, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestined according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will.
Who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. That is when Yahawah came on earth, he said, it's not of my will, but it's of my Father. You understand? It's not of his own will, but even Yahawah, he has still had things he had to do with the Most High given from since that time. He waiting for the hour to come when he had to come in with the army and bring total annihilation to this place. And set this place back in our order. You know? But actually the Most High is in control. He's the one pushing the buttons. Right? I have a precept here. This is Daniel chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. Right? It says, says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers. Right? Who's the watchers? Only the angels. Right? And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High Yahawah ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So even in the kingdom of men is the Most High ruling. And then you can't dispute that when Daniel saw the image was actually different rulership, and it actually went. So if the Most High set up this one to rule, then that one, then that one, then that one, and coming down the line, is the Most High ruling? Because nobody ruling and overthrowing nobody on their own. Is the Most High saying that the one? You know? He is the one that ruling. Right? There's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse Matthew chapter 25 and verse 32. It says, and before him shall he gather all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Who could do that? Who could get all the nations together and separate them and part them like he taking sheep from goats? And who could do that?
I'm unfair, yeah.
That is the Most High. He ruling. He is the ruler. He sitting on the throne. He kept that say, you better read before he throne. He set the throne in the heavens. Do you hear that?
It's Isaiah chapter 40 and 25 will start from. It says, to whom then will ye liken me? Or shall I be equal, say the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things, that bringeth out their host by number. He calleth them all by name, by the greatness of his might. For that he is strong in power, not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speakest, O Israel, my ways is hid from Yahawah, and my judgment is passed over from thy power? Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahawah, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not, neither is weary? Here it says, the everlasting power, Yahawah, the creator of the ends of the earth. Right? Say, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yashai is the creator of the heavens and the earth. He's the creator of everything. Right? Nothing more, nothing less. Right? It says, fainted not, neither is he weary. There is no searching of his understanding. Right? The Lord is not like a man that you could search out the understanding for you to get to know him. Right? You can't fully understand, comprehend the Heavenly Father. Alright? It says, yeah, go ahead, that's it, basically. Yeah, basically.
It's Psalms 147 and verse 4. It says, he telleth the numbers of the stars. He calleth them by their name.
Who being could call the stars by their name?
And number them.
Right? You look outside in the sky, you know, there are innumerable stars. You can't count them. Right?
I'm jumping down. It says, to verse 15, it says, he sent forth his command upon the earth. his word runneth very swiftly. He giveth snow like wool. He scattered the horror frost like ashes. He cast forth his ice like morsel. Who can stand before his cold?
Hey, man never do these things. Man can't create or do these kind of things.
Hey, the scripture say even set a bound for the water.
Yeah. The water has to reach a certain limit unless the Lord say, yeah, we're going on.
Go up there and
handle that scene. Destroy that place. Become one with the land.
Hey, birds bring food for Elijah. The raven bring food for Elijah. The Daniel in the land, the hungry lion also watch them out.
Yeah.
He ruling, and whether it's man or it's beast.
No matter if a man try to tame a lion, there's always turn on by them. You understand? So, hey, Yahawah, he's the one. Like the man in control.
Can. Whether it be great or whether it be small.
That's it. That's that. Wisdom of Solomon 6. The book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, for he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in awe. Neither shall he stand in awe. So that neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness, for he had made the small and the great, and created and cared for all alike. I read over that way. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and 7 says, for he which is Yahawah over all said, fear no man, shall fear no man. So the Lord is going to fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in awe. So the Lord is going to be like in amaze at no man. Like, hey, I fear this man. Like that like the Greek gods. Because in God of War, Zeus is a god, and his son ended up coming to kill him and conquer him. It's not like that. The Lord is gonna be like, oh, over us, over no individual, over no man. Right? It says, neither shall he be in awe of any man's greatness. So no matter how mighty he is, so might be how mighty or intellect you might be to another man. The Lord is gonna be like, you know.
That's not gonna amaze you. Not gonna be like, oh, wow.
Wow, yeah. Because your wisdom is nothing compared to the Heavenly Father. It says, for he had made the small and the great and cared for all alike.
Yeah, and if a man show any greatness, it come from the Most High.
Come from the Most High.
You know? And like so, hopefully it was edifying to the elect, to the outside Israel, you know?
God.
Let's bring another edification again with that we want to say all praises, honor, and glory
to Yahawah,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. When I say double honors to the apostles of great millstone that surely rule well, and salutations to the brothers that push in this work in sincerity and in truth. Your brother saying Shalom.
Shalom.